Start your day with Florence Scovell Shinn's secret affirmations, used by millionaires since 1925. And I say this to you not as some distant promise, but as a living truth you can touch right now. For when you wake in the morning, before the rush of the world, before the news, before the emails, behold in your hands the golden key to shape the hours ahead. And that key is the word you speak, for your words are not idle sounds, they are living seeds, and as you plant them in the fertile soil of your early mind, they grow into experiences, opportunities, and blessings that will fill your day. And I want you to feel the power in this. To feel that you are not a victim of circumstance, but a deliberate designer of your reality. That your first thoughts and words in the morning are like setting the sails of your ship, and if you set them toward faith, love, abundance, and joy, your day will carry you toward those very shores. And so I give you now my morning miracle affirmations. Affirmations that have lifted countless men and women from lack to abundance, from loneliness to love, from confusion to clarity. And I want you not just to hear them but to feel them, to let them soak into your bones until they become your own inner voice. So as the light of morning touches your room, say with me, I now draw from the abundance of the spheres my immediate and endless supply. All channels are free, all doors are open. I now release the past and step into the new day with faith. And as you speak it, see it. As you see it, feel it. And as you feel it, believe it. Because belief is the spark that ignites the seed. Belief is the sun that wakes the flower. And the beautiful thing is you do not have to believe the whole vision at once. You simply have to believe the next step. And in the morning, that step is to align your words with your highest good. And I know some of you may feel heavy when you wake. You may feel the weight of yesterday's worries, but that is why this practice is a miracle. It interrupts the old pattern before it gains strength. It shifts your momentum before it locks in. It calls forth a higher reality before the lower one has a chance to take hold. So if you wake with doubt, answer with faith. If you wake with fear, answer with love. If you wake with lack, answer abundance. And keep answering until your inner world bows to the truth of your words. And here is the loop I want you to hold. Start your day with Florence Scovell Shinn's secret affirmations, used by millionaires since 1925. Because when you do, you tap into the same timeless laws they used, the same spiritual current that has carried countless souls to success. And I want you to think of your words as brushstrokes on the canvas of your day, each one painting in the people, places, and opportunities that will meet you. And if you miss a morning, do not condemn yourself, simply return, for the law responds not to perfection but to persistence. And each morning you align, you make it easier for the next. And here is your secondary hook. What if 5 minutes could change not just your day, but your life? What if by speaking life, love, and abundance each morning, you began to reshape the very structure of your reality? I tell you, it is not only possible, it is inevitable when you apply the law, for what you consistently speak, think, and feel will crystallize in your world. And your mornings are the most potent time to do this work. So tomorrow, when you rise, remember this voice, remember this truth, and begin again. For your miracle morning is not a ritual of words alone. It is the conscious act of taking your life in hand before the world lays its claim. And in that act, you become the captain of your soul and the master of your fate. So say it again now with me. I am aligned with the divine plan of my life. Everything I need comes to me in perfect timing, perfect sequence, perfect order. And let this be your sail, your compass, your anchor, your engine. And I promise you, when you hold to this, you will see the hand of God move in your affairs in ways you could not have imagined. And that is why I say, start your day with Florence Scovell Shinn's secret affirmations, used by millionaires since 1925. Because they will lead you exactly where you are meant to go. Start your day with Florence Scovell Shinn's secret affirmations, used by millionaires since 1925. And if you have already begun to practice them, then you have already felt a shift, perhaps small at first, like the faintest breeze upon your cheek. But as you keep going, that breeze becomes a steady wind carrying you toward your heart's desires. And I must tell you, the morning is the golden doorway through which you invite the day to come. So do not simply stumble through it in distraction. Do not hand that precious hour over to worry or to the noise of the world, for in that hour you are closest to the still voice of your own soul, and your soul knows the truth. Your soul knows that your word is law, that when you speak with faith, mountains move. When you speak with love, relationships heal. When you speak with confidence, doors open. So in the morning I ask you to speak these truths as though they are already so. Because in the realm of spirit they are. The divine plan of my life now unfolds in perfect sequence. All that is mine by divine right is now released to me, under grace and in perfect ways. And let me remind you, under grace means without strain, without struggle, without harm to anyone, so that the blessings that come will be pure, lasting, and filled with joy. And I know the mind will sometimes resist, saying, "But Florence, my outer circumstances do not match these words." And to that I say, of course they do not yet, because the outer is only a shadow of the inner, and shadows change when the light changes, and your words are the light. So when you keep speaking them, you keep changing the shape of the shadow until the picture matches the vision. And this is why I repeat the hook to you. Start your day with Florence Scovell Shinn's secret affirmations, used by millionaires since 1925. Because I have seen this principle turn lack into prosperity, illness into health, loneliness into love, and defeat into triumph. And the only thing required is your willingness to speak the words and hold to them, no matter what, for the law is no respecter of persons. It works for all who work it. And if you ever doubt that, think of the countless souls who have taken these very affirmations into their mornings, across decades, across continents, and found their lives transformed, not by chance, but by the exact working of these spiritual laws. And here is your connection point. You and I are no different from those who have succeeded before us. The same breath of life moves through us. The same God who supplied them supplies us. The same infinite substance is available to shape into the forms we desire. And our mornings are the mold into which that substance flows. So what will you pour into your morning? Faith or fear, love or bitterness, expectancy or dread? I urge you, pour in the words that lift, that heal, that bless, because those words will become your day, and your day will become your life. And here is the secondary hook again. What if 5 minutes could change not only this day, but every day after? Because each morning is the seedbed of the future. And I tell you, that is exactly how it works. For the subconscious mind, most open in the morning, receives these words like the richest soil receives the seed, and once planted, the law must bring them to harvest. So say with me now, unexpected doors fly open, unexpected channels are free. The impossible now happens, and every day is filled with miracles. And as you say it, let yourself smile. Let yourself feel the truth of it, even if your mind whispers. How? Because the how is not your business. The how is the work of divine intelligence. Your work is to declare, to affirm, to align, and to expect. And as you expect, you magnetize. As you magnetize, you receive. And when you receive, you are moved to speak more gratitude, which begins the whole circle again. And in this way, the loop of your mornings becomes the loop of your life. A constant rising into better and better good. And this is why I say yet again, start your day with Florence Scovell Shinn's secret affirmations, used by millionaires since 1925. Because they will not only change your day, they will change the very way life responds to you. And now, beloved listener, as you awaken to this new day, let my voice remind you that the universe responds instantly to the words you speak with faith. For the law of your word is the law of your life, and every morning is a fresh canvas waiting for you to paint with thoughts of success, love, health, and abundance. So repeat after me as though the world were already molded to your desire. Everything I touch today prospers and blesses everyone it reaches. Every door I need swings open at the perfect time. I am divinely guided, and every step I take is the right one. And as you affirm these truths, feel them looping through your spirit like a golden thread, binding today to the life you dream of. Because when you start your day declaring that you are worthy of miracles, the universe has no choice but to arrange them on your path. And maybe you've had mornings where your mind tried to argue back, whispering that yesterday's failures define today. But I tell you, they do not. Because the moment you speak with conviction, you override the patterns of doubt. And this is why I ask you to say it again. I am a magnet for divine opportunities. My mind is clear, my heart is open, my path is blessed. For each time you repeat it, you are watering the seed of truth. And just as a garden grows not by one drop of rain, but by many, so your life blossoms by consistent affirmation. And perhaps you think, Florence, can it really be this simple? And I assure you, yes, for simplicity is the key to all spiritual law. And by holding your thought and words steady, you align with the invisible supply always waiting to flow. So as the sunlight touches your face this morning, imagine it is the light of divine favor pouring into every situation you face. And hear me when I say, what you expect, you attract, and what you speak, you set in motion. So let us speak once more with power. I expect only good to come to me today. I give thanks for blessings seen and unseen. My life is unfolding in perfect harmony. And as you breathe these words in, feel the connection point between your spoken desire and the reality already forming for you. For this is the morning miracle, turning thought into form before your coffee even cools. And if you only knew how many unseen hands are arranging good on your behalf, you would wake up each day in absolute joy. So do not rush, do not doubt, for your word is a seed, your faith is the soil, and today is the harvest beginning to show. And I invite you, dear one, to carry these affirmations with you not just for 5 minutes but for every minute, until they are not only words you say but truths you live. For when you live your affirmations, you no longer chase your desires. They chase you, and this is the divine law working in your favor, just as it has for every soul who dared to believe since the very beginning. My dear friend, as you wake up this morning and feel the gentle pull of a brand new day, remember that every breath you take is a divine reminder that life is giving you another chance to shape your reality, to speak into existence the beauty you desire, and to let your words become the bridge between your dreams and your experience. And I must tell you again, because I never tire of repeating it, that your words are not mere sounds, they are seeds, and every time you speak them with belief, they plant themselves in the fertile soil of the universe, ready to bloom into your lived reality. So today, as the light touches your face, whisper with me, I am in perfect alignment with divine order, and every step I take leads me toward my highest good. And let this truth wrap around you like a warm blanket, because you are not here by accident. You are here because the infinite saw fit to place you exactly where you can learn, grow, and prosper. So if yesterday felt heavy, if your nights have been long, or if your dreams have seemed far away, I want you to know, right now, in this sacred moment, that nothing is truly lost to you. Everything that is divinely yours is already making its way into your life, and the more you affirm it, the more you welcome it in. So say it again, what is mine by divine right comes to me with ease, speed, and in perfect harmony. And don't just speak it, feel it in your bones, see it in your mind, and believe it with the quiet, unshakable faith of someone who knows that the universe is not a place of scarcity, but of overflowing abundance. And yes, I know, the world will sometimes try to tell you otherwise. It will try to plant seeds of fear, doubt, and limitation in your mind. But here's the beautiful thing. You have the power to reject those seeds, to uproot them before they grow, and to plant your own, which is why we loop these affirmations each morning, because the repetition is not for the universe. It already knows. It is for your own heart, your own mind, so that they remember their power, so that they stop accepting crumbs when the whole feast was meant for you. So close your eyes for a moment, and hear me say it to you once more. I am a magnet for success, love, and abundance, and I draw all good things to me in perfect timing. And as you breathe that in, feel your chest expand with possibility, because today could be the day your life changes forever, and you don't need to force it or beg for it. You simply need to align with it. For alignment is like standing under a waterfall. The blessings have been pouring all along, and all you needed to do was step into the stream. And that is what this morning ritual is about. It's your step into the stream. It is you saying to the infinite, here I am, ready, willing, and grateful. So as you repeat these affirmations, let gratitude be the golden thread that ties them together, because gratitude is the magnet that pulls more to be grateful for. So say with me now, I am deeply grateful for the blessings I have, and I welcome even more with an open heart. And as you speak those words, I want you to remember every single time in your life when something good came to you unexpectedly. Was it not the universe showing you that it can deliver in ways beyond your imagination? And it will do so again and again and again, for it is the nature of divine law to give, and your only task is to receive. But here's the thing, my friend, you cannot receive with clenched fists. So loosen your grip on fear, loosen your hold on the way you think it should happen, and allow it to arrive in its own perfect form. Because the truth is, what the divine has for you is better than what you are trying to arrange for yourself. And I promise you, if you keep showing up to these mornings with faith, with affirmation, with the joyful expectation that something wonderful is on its way, you will look back and see that everything you desired was already coming toward you. And so I say once more, because I want it to echo in your soul all day long, every day, in every way, I am becoming more abundant, more loved, and more at peace. And when you walk out into the world after this morning moment, hold your head high, walk as though you are already living the life you desire, because the world responds to the way you carry yourself. And if you carry yourself like someone who knows she is divinely backed, Nothing can stand in your way. And if doubt creeps in at noon, or fear knocks at your heart in the afternoon, return to this moment in your mind. Hear my voice telling you that you are powerful, that you are worthy, that you are chosen, and that your good cannot be taken from you. And if you can hold on to even a thread of that belief, the thread will become a cord. The cord will become a bridge, and that bridge will carry you to your miracle. So before we close this morning's affirmations, let us seal them together with one more declaration. Say it out loud with me. I release the past, I embrace the present, and I welcome the future with joy, faith, and love. And now carry that energy with you. Let it shine through your eyes, your smile, your voice, and watch how the day bends itself in your favor. Because this is not just a ritual, my dear. This is the daily act of creation. And today, you have created something beautiful already. Every single morning is a blank check from life, and the way you choose to write on it, it will determine the wealth, love, peace, and happiness that will flow into your day. So right now, as you hear my voice, I want you to pause, take a slow, deep breath, and remember that nothing from yesterday, nothing from your past, nothing from any mistake has the power to stop the good that is divinely yours from coming to you today. Because divine law works in the present, and in the present, you are pure potential, you are aligned, and you are open. So let us begin together as I speak these words for you, through you, and with you. Because the power of the spoken word is not just a principle I teach, it is a law of life. It is the golden key that unlocks every closed door. And as you repeat with me in your heart or aloud, you are turning that key, you are stepping through those doors. You are walking in the vibration of the good you desire, and it will come to you in ways that are miraculous and often beyond logic, because that is how spirit works. I say now, I expect miracles every day. I am a magnet for blessings. Doors open for me with ease. The right people appear at the right time. I am guided, guarded, and supplied by divine love. As you say these words, imagine the invisible currents of life shifting around you, arranging meetings, opening paths, and moving obstacles out of your way. Because in truth, the obstacles never had power over you. They were simply signals for you to affirm your right to what is divinely yours. I have seen, in my years of teaching, people with no money, no hope, and no direction transform their lives completely by starting their day with affirmations like these. Because the mind, when impressed with a clear, confident word, becomes the most obedient servant of the spirit. It goes out to find proof of what you say, and the universe responds in kind. So if you wake up and say, "This is going to be another hard day," you've already closed the door before knocking. But if you wake up and say, "I expect miracles today," you have opened the windows of heaven and invited blessings to pour in. It's not about pretending your problems don't exist. It's about knowing that divine supply is greater than any problem. And when you start the morning with that knowledge, you place yourself on the winning side before the game even begins. And so we loop this truth, because repetition impresses the subconscious. I am in perfect alignment with divine order. I walk in the rhythm of abundance. I am loved. I am guided. I am safe. Say it again, not because spirit needs to hear it twice, but because you need to feel it twice, 3 times, even 10 times, until it becomes the natural way you think. Many people try affirmations once or twice and say, "It didn't work." But affirmations are not magic tricks. They are seeds, and seeds must be planted, watered, and protected from weeds before they grow. Your morning words are the watering, and your daily thoughts are the sunlight. So each day, you are growing the life you want. I cannot tell you how many letters I have received over the years from men and women who began their mornings with simple, strong words of truth, and within weeks, found themselves in new jobs, new relationships, new homes, or new health, simply because they decided to speak what they wanted instead of what they feared. Fear is the great thief of life. It robs your morning before your coffee. It whispers problems before solutions. But when you replace fear with the spoken word of faith, fear has no choice but to leave. You cannot think of 2 things at once. You cannot dwell in fear while declaring faith. So I say again for you, Infinite Spirit, open the way for my immediate supply. Let all that is mine by divine right now reach me in perfect ways. Can you feel how even saying that shifts your energy? The moment you speak it, you stand taller, you breathe deeper, and you feel the subtle sense that you are no longer alone in handling your day. Because you aren't. The divine has already gone ahead of you into this day, preparing the path, removing the stones, and laying the golden road for you to walk. You simply need to step onto it by faith, and your morning words are the first step. And here's where we loop again. Not because you forgot, but because every great truth becomes greater when repeated. Start every morning knowing that you are not begging for blessings. You are claiming them, for they were yours before the foundation of the world. And the more you affirm this, the more natural it becomes to expect it. Today I walk in peace. Today I walk in power. Today I walk in prosperity. Say it slowly and feel the truth behind each word. Peace. Because nothing can disturb the calm of a soul anchored in divine love. Power. Because you are not a victim of life, you are a co-creator with spirit. Prosperity. Because life's storehouse is full, and you are invited to take as much as you can believe for. And here's the beauty: the more you practice this in the morning, the more it shows up in the afternoon and the evening, and then one day you realize you are living in a continuous stream of answered prayers. That is why I tell my students, affirm until it feels strange not to affirm. Because just as you brush your teeth each morning without questioning it, so should you brush your mind with words of truth. You would never leave your home without preparing your body for the day. Why would you leave without preparing your mind? So prepare now with me again. I am one with infinite intelligence. I am one with boundless love. I am one with endless supply. Feel the safety in those words. Feel the joy, the strength. And remember, this is not just a morning routine. It is your birthright to speak life into your day, and the more you do it, the more you will see that the universe is not against you. It is working for you, waiting for your command. And so I will keep telling you again and again, because repetition is the mother of realization. Start your day with the word, and the word will start working for you. My dear friend, this is the moment where you truly step into the vibration of your destiny, and I want you to feel it in every cell of your being. Because this is not just another morning. This is your morning. This is the day your entire life can shift if you dare to claim it. If you dare to speak it. If you dare to believe it with a faith that will not shake no matter how the outer world appears. For I have told you before, and I will tell you again, until it takes root in your very soul. Your word is your wand. Your thought is your seed. Your feeling is the invisible magnet that calls in your visible world. And so if you wish to live in abundance, you must speak abundance. If you wish to live in love, you must speak love. If you wish to live in peace, you must speak peace. For whatever you affirm in the silence of your heart or in the boldness of your voice will become the architecture of your day. So right now, say with Meg, every morning I rise into divine favor. Every step I take is guided. Every breath I breathe draws me closer to my highest good. And all that is mine by divine right now rushes to me with speed, ease, and grace. And let that roll off your tongue slowly, like honey. Because the subconscious mind loves rhythm, loves repetition, loves certainty, and it will give you exactly what you tell it to expect. And so we loop it again because looping is the ladder to the subconscious. AI, aligned with success. I am aligned with love. I am aligned with abundance. I am aligned with peace. I am aligned with joy. And nothing and no one can block what is divinely mine. And as you speak these words, I want you to feel them settle into you, as if they have always been yours. Because indeed they have. For every desire you carry is proof it already exists for you in the invisible, waiting for your faith to call it forth. And yes, there will be mornings where the evidence seems to point the other way, where the bank account looks low, where the phone stays silent, where the heart feels heavy. But remember this, appearances are nothing more than shadows, and shadows have no substance unless you give them attention. So turn your gaze toward the light of truth, toward the unwavering knowing that your supply is infinite. Your love is inevitable, and your success is already done, for the divine never plants a seed without providing the soil, the rain, and the sun to bring it into bloom. So keep your mind fertilized with affirmations, keep your heart watered with gratitude, and keep your spirit bathed in the sunshine of expectation, for expectation is faith in motion, and as you expect, so shall you receive. And if doubt tries to whisper its little lies, simply smile and say, "Thank you for reminding me to speak my truth louder." And then loop back into the light with, "Everything I desire is already on its way. Everything I need is already here. And everything that leaves my life is making space for something greater." Because my friend, life is always working for you, never against you. And the faster you accept that truth, the faster your mornings will turn into miracles. So as we close this moment, let this be your call to action. Not to merely listen, but to do. Not to merely hope, but to declare. Not to merely wish, but to walk as if it were already so. For this is the secret the millionaires, the healers, and the dreamers of every age have used. They start their mornings in faith. They speak their days into shape. and they do not let go until the invisible bows to the visible. So today, make this your vow. Rise every morning in gratitude, speak every morning in power, and live every day as if you already are the person you came here to be, for in truth, you already are. And now the world will simply catch up to what your spirit has always known. And now, as you reach the close of this sacred 5-minute morning miracle, know this. Today is not just another day, it is the day you take your place as the magnet for miracles. And the truth is, the universe is already moving in your favor. The right people are thinking about you. The right opportunities are aligning for you. The perfect circumstances are being woven together, and as you walk into the hours ahead, you will feel a calm confidence, because you have spoken the language the universe understands. Words of faith, gratitude, and expectancy. And every time you say, "Everything I need comes to me at the right time in the right way," you are activating unseen forces to work for you. And so I say to you again, the tide has turned, the gates are open, the path is clear, your good cannot be stopped, your blessings cannot be delayed, and just as a seed planted in fertile soil cannot help but grow, the affirmations you have planted this morning will bear fruit, some immediately, some in ways that will astonish you in the weeks to come. And as you step forward, say with me, I expect only the best, and the best is on its way, because expectation is the climate in which miracles grow. And remember, what you start your day with becomes the tone of your life, and this tone is pure abundance, pure love, pure success. So carry it with you in every conversation, in every decision, in every silent moment. And if doubts come, and they sometimes will, smile and return to this truth: the invisible supply is limitless, the divine plan is flawless, and the good you seek is already seeking you. And so in the quiet of your heart, you can say thank you before it even arrives, because gratitude in advance is the surest sign of faith. And as you close your eyes tonight, you will remember that you began your day as a deliberate creator, and tomorrow you will do it again, stronger, clearer, and even more in tune with the rhythm of divine order. For this is not a one-time ritual. It is a way of living, a way of commanding your good with the authority of the spoken word. And now, as you take your first step into the world today, you take it as one who knows that nothing and no one can block what is divinely yours, because it has been written in the invisible long before you ever asked. And today you give it permission to appear. And so it is, and so it will be. And so, as you rise each morning, you remember that your words are not just sounds. They are seeds, and every seed you plant today will grow into the forest of your tomorrow. The moment you speak life, life responds. The moment you speak abundance, abundance rushes to meet you. You begin to understand that the universe is not far away. It is right here, bending to the vibration of your spoken word. This is why you no longer let fear speak for you. You no longer let worry write the script of your day. You choose your words like a gardener chooses the healthiest seeds. You choose your thoughts like an artist chooses the richest colors. And each morning, you saying, today everything moves in my favor. Today unseen doors swing open for me. Today I walk in peace, prosperity, and divine love. You repeat it not because you doubt, but because you know. You know that repetition is power. You know that the mind becomes what it hears most. And you are determined that your mind will hear truth, faith, and victory until it cannot forget it. Every time you speak these affirmations, you feel them growing stronger inside you. It is as if your voice carries the keys to your destiny, unlocking treasures that have always been yours. And yes, they have always been yours, waiting, like unopened letters from heaven, until you choose to claim them. You smile because now, and you are claiming them, and you are claiming them boldly. You say, I expect miracles today. I am aligned with my highest good. I am a magnet for the perfect opportunities that lead me to joy, wealth, and love. And you say it as if it has already happened. Because in the spiritual realm, it already has. You stop looking at the clock in fear. You stop thinking you are running out of time. You realize you are eternal, and your blessings are eternal, and they cannot miss you. You are no longer chasing, because what is yours is chasing you, and you will wake tomorrow, and the next day, and the next, planting these seeds until your life becomes the garden you have always dreamed of. And when others hear your voice, they will feel the shift, and they will ask, what has changed in you? And you will smile, knowing the answer is simply you changed your words, and your words changed your world. And now, my dear friend, as you stand at the close of this moment and the open of the next, I want you to remember that every sunrise is a blank check from life, ready for you to sign with your thoughts, your words, and your faith, for the world you desire is not somewhere far away. It is right here, waiting for you to speak it into form. So let us loop back to where we began, with the knowing that what you affirm with conviction becomes the blueprint of your reality. And if doubt whispers, if fear tries to creep in, you simply say, I cancel that thought. And I now choose faith, abundance, love, and success. And in that moment you have rewritten the script of your life, for you are not here to chase what is yours, you are here to claim it. And each morning you rise, you can step into this truth, feeling the power of these words, filling your body like the warmth of the morning sun, and you can repeat after me even now. I am blessed beyond measure. My path is clear, my steps are guided, and my good comes to me quickly, richly, and easily. And as you feel these words vibrate within, understand that they are not just sentences. They are seeds. And every time you speak them, you are watering the garden of your destiny, and soon, the harvest will be so rich that even your doubts stand in awe. So take this energy into your day, into your week, into your life, and know that you have the power to change everything by changing your inner conversation, because your word truly is your wand, and every time you speak faith over fear, love over lack, joy over sorrow, you perform your very own miracle. So rise tomorrow and the next day and the next, not as someone hoping for change, but as someone who knows change is already theirs. And if you remember only one thing from our time together, let it be this: the game of life is not played on the outside. It is won on the inside, in the quiet power of your affirmations, and today, you have armed yourself with the most powerful ones. So go now, speak them, live them, and watch the world bow to the authority of your spoken word, for your good is not coming. It is here, and it is yours now.